You're watching Today I Grew Up.
Hey guys, it's Today I Grew Up, and I'm really excited today because we have the Neca Ultimate figures for Back to the Future 35th anniversary, including Marty McFly from Part 1, Marty McFly from Part 2, and Biff Tannen from Part 2 as well. So I'm really excited to get into these. The boxes are really neat because they each have a pop-out window where you can see the figure, which we'll get into in a bit. But as you can see, it's just amazing to have the display right away. So that looks really cool. On the side it says Ultimate Marty McFly, again repeating for Part 2, and then Biff Tannen. $29.99 at Target. This guy was stocking the shelves right when I walked by, and I was like, score, I got a deal of a lifetime. So it's really nice, the artwork for all three of them. But yeah, I'm just really excited to get into them, and we'll go one by one. Let's start with Marty from Part 1. So right away, I really love the packaging. Back to the Future here. The very iconic movie poster from Back to the Future 1. And 35 years anniversary sticker there in the corner. Really beautiful. This box itself is a work of art. Really love the back. I like that he has this little yellow Chiquita guitar. It says Marty McFly and Doc Brown experience the adventure of a lifetime in an unlikely time machine as they travel to the past, present, and future, setting off a time-shattering chain reaction that disrupts the time-space continuum, which is cool. So you can also see the other figures that are available. I don't have Plutonium Marty yet. That is Tales from Space release for Target, but I plan on collecting that at a later time. So opening up the box, it's really nice because this artwork is just amazing here. I wish they made it to scale DeLorean with this. They did release a DeLorean, but it's too small. So I do have a 1/15 scale DeLorean. We'll get into that. But just awesome for a display piece. Even if you didn't unbox this, it looks really great in the box. But of course, if you guys know me on my channel, I open all the toys. So let's get them out of the box. Another cool thing about Marty is in the background we have this really cool, almost 3D effect because the walls of it are lined well. And this is the DeLorean coming out of Doc Brown's van for the first time when we unveil the DeLorean for the first time. So I really love the detail and the sculpting job they've done on Michael J. Fox's head here. The hairline details are spot on. I really like that they captured his likeness. You know, I think some people had complaints about the head sculpt. I don't really have any complaints about the head sculpt. I think he looks like Michael J. Fox enough. This is probably the best articulated Marty McFly action figure I've ever seen that actually looks like Michael J. Fox. Usually the action figures we've gotten have not been that great. But yeah, this is awesome. It's a 7-inch scale. Really love the clothes. I think reflecting on the light, it looks so real. The denim looks like denim even though it's hard plastic. It just looks fantastic, and it's very flexible as well. And I just love his outfit. There's some separation here, so there's no loss of details. You can see under the vest there. Looks really, really nice. The jeans are fantastic as well. There's no Nike check mark because probably licensing issues, but I love that. I think his feet are on a ball joint, so he does have side to side, and he has a lot of articulation, so I feel like you can do a lot of great posing with his feet there. And his hands can come off. They do bend in and out, and you can actually take the hands to swap them off. So when you pull them out, the hands, you just pull it out like so, and you can see there the bend joint there, and you can just swap the hands out, and then when you're ready, you just kind of pop it back in. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really happy with this sculpt. His elbows, they bend in and out, but not too much range of motion. Of course, his head can move a certain extent. It is a ball joint, so that's nice. And his hands go all the way around, and his legs can kick and go back. And he does have some bent and give, and he can rotate 360 at the knee joint too. So for a 7-inch action figure, I'm beyond impressed with the articulation and with the look of Marty McFly. I really feel like you can get some really fun poses with him. And once you get everything kind of situated here, we can do all kinds of fun things with his accessories that he got. He did come with this really cool sunglasses look. So this is when Marty's playing guitar. And you can see that you can just peg it back on as a ball joint. So we can swap the heads out for his head. He does come with this hand to grab and hold things as well, so you can switch it up if you'd like to. He has a guitar pick, a silver one it looks like, which is really cool, like the movie. So he can strum and break Doc's speaker with his little guitar. This is one of my favorite things that he came with, a Chiquita brand guitar. It has a strap as well, which is movie accurate. Has the 6 spots for 6 strings, so that's movie accurate because it is a guitar. And the strap feels like real leather, which is cool. I'm sure it's plastic, but I really like this guitar. It's so iconic from the film. And this is definitely one of the guitars that Michael J. Fox plays in the movie. And I love it. I think it looks fantastic. And it's perfect size. I think it's the perfect size for Marty. Of course, it came with an iconic skateboard. Unfortunately for mine, it's missing a wheel. So that's a quality control issue from Neca. Neca, why did you give me a missing wheel on the skateboard? I'm going to probably have to pack this up, take it back to the store, because I do want the wheel. Otherwise it falls off. But the wheels do roll, and I do like that it's movie accurate. And it feels like grip on the top, even though it's plastic. But yeah, it's just a bummer that mine's missing a wheel. And how cool does this head sculpt look with the sunglasses on? So it's pretty easy to do. You just gotta be kind of gentle with it, and it just pops right off, honestly. So it's not really hard to do. I really love the guitar look, so I'm going to be just snap it back on like this. Yeah, now it's secure, and he's on a ball joint, so it's not very loose actually. Now this is one of my most favorite poses from Marty McFly on his guitar when he blows the speaker out in the beginning of the movie. But man, this looks so cool. The Chiquita guitar is amazing. It's a dream of mine to own it. One day I'm going to buy the Chiquita guitar. But for now, I just want you guys to enjoy this view. This is like the coolest action figure that I now own, is a Marty McFly. He's definitely iconic and my favorite character from Back to the Future. How can you not love Michael J. Fox? And it's just a really great movie. I love that his pick hand is adjustable, so you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Like, he's getting ready to pick the guitar. So you can do a lot of cool posing movements. You just gotta be a little patient with it. You can get the guitar right, but it's really iconic. It's amazing that they made this. So like I said, I wish my skateboard had the other wheel. I'm gonna have to take it back to get that replaced, but it still rolls, surprisingly enough. The wheels do roll, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, the Marty McFly himself, I changed the head sculpt back to what he came with. He came with a little JVC camcorder, which is a really cool accessory to have. The backpack's pretty nice. It's pretty solid material, except the straps are a little flexible, and it's kind of made so that it's just over the shoulder. So unfortunately, you can't just put it you can't separate the straps and make it 2 straps around his back, but it's okay. The over the shoulder is pretty iconic to the film anyways, and it's just like he slings it over and he goes on a skateboard and finds Doc, and he's ready to film with his JVC camcorder. Obviously, because of licensing and stuff like that, I don't see JVC camcorder details or anything like that, but at least the paint is right and it looks like the camcorder. And I really do believe this is an ultimate action figure. I've never owned an action figure that looked this cool. Moving on to the next figure. So we have Back to the Future 2 Marty, 35th anniversary, and I love the packaging. Again, I just really love what NECA's done here. I really love the artwork. How fantastic. I mean, if you're in the store, NECA, you got me. If I'm in the store and I see this, of course I'm going to buy this. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. When you take out Marty from part 2, you can see the 2015 Hill Valley futuristic courthouse and in the water as well. But that looks so cool. I mean, I'm so impressed with the artwork that even the background, when you take out the figure, is not just plain cardboard. It's actually a nice 3D kind of looking diorama there. So that's really nice. So here we have Marty, Back to the Future 2. Oh man, I am so excited for this. I can't tell you how I'm excited to own a Marty McFly action figure from Back to the Future 2, one of my favorite films of all time. If I had to pick, Back to the Future 2 is my favorite. And then part 1 would be the second favorite for me. I really love his jacket. I cosplay as this Marty a lot, so It's fun to see the clothes in action figure form shrunken down. I like that it's a rubbery material, but it does feel like I mean, it looks and kind of feels like real clothes actually, which is interesting. Although I know it's like a rubbery plastic. And then his wrinkles just really give him a lot of character detail. His hat actually does have some sheen to it, although it doesn't really change colors. It appears like it could, just because it's a little semi-gloss. And his head sculpt's pretty nice. He also, Back to the Future 2, Marty comes with this alternate head. And I don't know, they all just look a little bit different. I think this one looks most like Michael J. Fox. I wonder if I put this head on here, it'll probably look better. I don't know. Do you think that looks more like Marty? I think it has a little bit more of a Marty McFly look, Michael J. Fox. But this is the head that one came with. So, yeah, interesting, right? Which one looks more like Michael J. Fox? The Marty 2 or the Marty 1? You guys let me know in the comments below. But I think they both look really awesome. So back to his jeans. I like that the pockets are on the outside that way. He comes with his Nike mags. I wish they had the Nike logos on the front and the check mark, but I'm sure we can customize that. Obviously licensing issues. It does have peg holes on the bottom. These are really nice shoes. Marty still looks true to the film, and just like the other one, the articulation is exactly the same. But he does come with some really fun accessories. One of my favorite things he comes with is this Pepsi Perfect. It even has the indentation for the P. I remember in the movie it was like that. It's the tube. I wish I had this tube for my Pepsi Perfect that I have. Then it comes with this really tiny Pepsi Perfect, and it's really nice. It's so small, as you can see, but it's made to scale for 7-inch figures. The only thing is I see a paint imperfection here on mine. There's a blue streak. Quality control, Neca, quality control. So you can place the Pepsi inside of the tube, and just like the Cafe 80 scene, Marty can get his Pepsi Perfect out of the tube, which I think is so cool, and I really love this about this Marty. This Marty also comes with this extra hand accessory. I think it's to hold the Pepsi Perfect. As you can see, the alternate hand is able to hold the Pepsi Perfect. I had to carefully place it in there, but it's not going to fall. And I think that's why NECA includes extra hands. So that's pretty neat. And I love that you have that option if you'd like to pose Marty with the Pepsi Perfect. The hoverboard accessory, I noticed it's a little more purple than pink, but that's okay. This does rotate. Wow, that's really cool. I did not expect that to rotate. Obviously, it says NECA instead of Mattel because of licensing. But no, that's really cool that the foot pad does swivel. It does come with this as well, so you can kind of put it in there. It snaps in place, which is pretty neat because now you have a stand where Marty can go on. There is a swivel ball down here, so as long as you hold on to the purple thing, you can swivel him to do some pretty neat. I want to look like he's climbing up or going down or side to side. You can do that as well. Now, in order to attach him to this, even though it's just a regular foot pad, it comes with this other foot pad with a peg hole. So I'm assuming you take this out. Yeah, it snaps right out. That's pretty nice. And you have the peg hole. So yeah, he looks fantastic. It looks straight out of the film, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just blown away by NECA. It's kind of like if Hot Toys was able to shrink into a smaller form. I feel like these are like Hot Toys quality, minus actual cloth fabrics, but in action figure form, which I love better anyways because I don't have a lot of room in my room anymore for toys. So 7-inch scale is definitely more reasonable to collect. So that's why I rather have this than a Hot Toys Marty. But that's just my personal preference for my collection. But it's just really cool to have a Marty that you can balance and look like a Hot Toys quality figure, but it's just a 7-inch action figure, which is amazing. So yeah, with some playing around, you can make sure he doesn't fall over. Here's Marty McFly. I switched the hands for his Pepsi Perfect. You can show it off as well as holding up his hoverboard. And how cool is this, guys, to have a Marty McFly from Back to the Future 2 with Nike mags, his jacket, size adjusting fit jacket, and automatic drying jacket. And just the fact that you can pose him in just different positions, and he can hold his hoverboard as well. Easily by far my most favorite action figure in the whole world is going to be this Back to the Future 2 Marty. I think it's absolutely my favorite. And it's nice that he comes with his alternate head without a hat on. He comes with the little ball joint for his hoverboard, the Pepsi Perfect tube holder for the Pepsi Perfect alternate hand, and alternate foot pad for the peg. I'm blown away. This is amazing, Neca. Thank you so much for making this. Next, we're going to move on to Biff. The very last one we have is Biff Tannen. A lot of people online were saying that this looks most like the character from the movie. I would say Marty McFly from Part 2 looks like the Marty from the movie, but everyone's saying Biff is the best. The pictures are always amazing. I love seeing the photography. And yeah, let's take them out of the package. There's this really cool Hill Valley background from the 1950s there. So you can see this is 50s Biff. And it's really nice to have attention to detail like that. You know, it's just they didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate those details for display. I mean, it makes it just that more amazing to have that in the background. We have Tom Wilson, aka Biff Tannen from 1955. Wow, he looks like Tom Wilson. He has a ball joint, so you can put him in some realistic poses, but what are you looking at, you butthead? I just love Biff's haircut, hairstyle. It's very true to the 50s Biff. His costume, I love the jacket as well. It is connected at the bottom. It looks like it's half like zipped on. I don't want to pull on it, but it does reveal a white t-shirt underneath with some more bending capabilities there at the chest, torso. So that's pretty neat, but his joints do swing out. They do have like a butterfly joint so he could swing out as well. I think they all do that. It's just some of them are really stiff when you get them, so you have to kind of play with it until they start giving a little more. I noticed that with all these figures. The joints are a little stiff, but, you know, they are bendable. He has the same articulation as the other guys, but the jean details are really nice. I love that they're rolled up at the bottom, very true to the film. And he has peg holes as well. Nice shoes. Yeah, 1955 Biff. He looks like he's going to go talk to Lorraine and tell her that he's going to marry her. Or he looks like he's going to go beat up George McFly. So Biff comes with a lot of hands. So he has 2-fisted hands to punch. And then he has this one to hold, well, it's like a thumbs up, but also to hold the almanac. That's what I really like about Neca, that they think about these details. So his alternate hand will hold the almanac. And you can see here, it doesn't fall out. It's very secure. So that's a really nice touch. I'm just glad it works. Biff also comes with this Western Auto Stores receipt. Wow, it's so cool. Like, the details is so small. It's actually like a paper material. And then it comes with Saturday Night Dance, Enchantment Under the Sea, Be There or Be Square. It's like a flyer. So that's really neat. It's so cool that although they're paper goods, it's very realistic because, yeah, it's made out of paper. So definitely cool accessories for Biff. Biff also comes with his safe, his case, where he keeps his almanac. We see that in the movie later on. And it's a little safe deposit box. There's a little actual metal, it's actually like a little real metal ring that you can pull on here. How realistic. Then you pull on it, and it opens up to reveal. Fun fact, you can't take it out. It's permanently stuck in there, like glued down, or it's just, yeah, there's nothing's going to come out. But I do appreciate that you still have the ooh la la. I just wish you could take out the ooh la la at least, because that would have been really cool, but how funny. So it's definitely meant more for putting the almanac in there and then closing it back up, and Biff's secret hideaway. That's really cool. Biff also comes with this alternate head. As you can tell, looks pretty much the same as the other one. He's just upset, like he's gonna punch you. What are you looking at, you butthead? This one looks more like, make like a tree and get out of here. So that's cool. I'm gonna put Biff in punching mode, like he's gonna punch somebody. This is really funny. So here's Biff, really angry, and he's about to punch Marty McFly. Since when did you become the physical type? So Biff definitely is in action here with his fists. He's really angry, and he definitely it's cool that you can pose him in so many different ways, and of course with his closed fists because he's always angry. He's angry at the world. He just wants to rule over everyone. And yeah, I'm just super happy with this Biff Tannen. I think he's really great, and the fact that he comes with extras like his almanac. I'm gonna have him holding the almanac next. He told me if ever a wild-eyed scientist and a young guy comes asking for this almanac, that I should get rid of him. This is really cool. I love that he's able to hold the almanac in his hands. The only other thing I wish he would have come with would be the ooh la la that he can hold. But I'm not complaining. This Biff is amazing, and I love that he comes with the almanac. So can't really ask for more at this point. I think it looks incredible. So now I'm going to put all the figures together. It is a dream come true for me to own these figures. They're just so amazing and highly articulated, and the posability is endless. Like possibilities, you can do so much with them. But these are my favorite probably for now. I will be changing it up, I'm sure, as time goes on. But let me know in the comment section below, which figure do you like the best? Which one will you be collecting? Are you going to be collecting more? For now, I think this is great. I do want to pick up a doc once he comes out. I heard he got pushed up to 2021, but I definitely will get a doc once NECA releases him. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to collect all of them. I'm just collecting my ultimate favorites, and these are my favorites so far. So there's a lot of companies out there, Diamond Select, Sunstar, who've released DeLoreans. NECA released a DeLorean, but it's really lacking in details. Doesn't make sounds or anything. This one is a 1/15th scale. It's still too small for the Back to the Future figures here, but I think they still look really cool. And this one lights up. So it lights up in the front, lights up in the back. There's a flex capacitor in here, which looks really cool. I do recommend Diamond Select or Sunstar, as they make better DeLoreans that are higher quality. And that'd be cool if I can get one lifted. If I had the DeLorean that's like lifted up like this, I think it could look more like the movie. But yeah, that's up to you and preference wise what you would want. I think eventually I will get this lifted and it'll look a lot better. But for now, this is what I have for my Back to the Future NECA figures. As always, guys, thank you for watching, for liking, for subscribing to my channel. I'm on my road to 50,000 subs, so please hit that subscribe button, hit that alert, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.